coming, just like a Ferris wheel. They get old, they get old.
Dear idiot, we're coming to get you.
Who the hell did he say that he's looking for? And I ain't going out there, he ain't talking about me. Anybody ask me, you ain't seen me. I was down in the county, on my head was a bounty. Try to make bail today, and the cops pulled me over on a moving violation. Guess I better try to call Joe Ray, he'll get you out.
All right, got a bond for Joe Ray bail bonds, wanted out of Newton County. His name is Jeffrey Parcell. I think that's right. Yeah, Parcell. Transactions in drug-related object, forgery, reckless driving, fleeing and attempting to elude police officers for a felony offense, driving while license suspended or revoked. This is a white male, 5'10", 180 pounds, blue eyes, brown hair, somewhat bald. He's supposedly living at home with his mama, and him and his girlfriend, they busted up a long time ago, supposedly. He failed to appear in court, so we're gonna see if we can't find him and take him back to jail, head out to his mama's location.
So it's mostly traffic charges.
Yeah.
So he's not gonna run on foot more if we let him get to a car.
He'll run on foot. There's no doubt about it.
5'9", 180.
Mm-hmm. He'll run.
Not too bad. Okay.
We headed up to my favorite place, UGA, Bulldog Country, to look for Mr. Purcell. I'm still strung on the fact that we were that close to Athens. We rode out to his mother's home, to scope it out, to check and see what the scene looks like, get a good layout of the house, and before we determine on how we're going to proceed to apprehend Mr. Purcell. That's the doggone pooch. She got his back door open too.
Yep. There's 2 doors back there. Oh boy. That's gonna be interesting.
Awesome. Where's he gonna get to? It look like his room right there with the window open, with an extension cord rolled up right there.
I can go in right there.
I think I wanted to go down the street. I was seeing some cars coming in. I wanted to see if they were turning. Don't see a lot of contractor vehicles out through here. Usually trailer parks, you see a lot of contractor vehicles with ladders and paint trucks and all kind of stuff out.
Need some up in the trailer park people.
It's high class. What's cracking me up? Ain't nobody peeping.
Why was there? I ain't got no idea.
There's cars missing. If she's there, there's cars missing. All right, I see one. When we got to the residence, there was no vehicles in the driveway. That kind of, was a damper because I didn't know if there was anyone there. There was nothing else to indicate that anybody was there. So we kind of sat back and evaluated the situation.
The cops pulled me over on a moving violation. Guess I better try to call Joe Ray, he'll get you out.
What I'm tripping on is He's sitting on a ramp.
Mm-hmm. That's what it looked like.
After, you know, taking a look at the situation, I just had a gut instinct to just go ahead and hit the house, to go ahead and make the apprehension, just go ahead and just blow it pretty much. And but my gut instincts told me that he was there.
Where you going to?
I guess I'm going to the front. All right. Hi.
Yes,
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm alright.
I'm looking for Mr. Clint Parcell.
He's not here.
Does he live here?
Clint?
Yes, ma'am. Jeffrey,
Yes, sir.
you mind if we look around, ma'am?
No, but my mother is naked and has leukemia in the bathroom if you won't go in there.
And-
She's bathing.
Okay. When the last time you seen Mr. Jeffrey?
This morning?
And does he stay here?
Yes, sir.
Where is he now?
I don't know. He went to work and I don't know. He hadn't come home.
What time does he normally get home, ma'am?
Sometimes around 6:30, depending on what he has to do and how long he works.
Where does he work?
Sir, I just lost my daddy and my mama has leukemia. Please don't make me go through this.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, but I have a job I have to do too as well. Is he here? Or
No,
he's not here.
no, I'll let you look anywhere, but don't go in the bathroom where my mama is.
That's fine, man, but I need to understand something. I mean, if we're looking for him, he has an active warrant for his arrest, and I need to take
For
him
what?
for failure to appear in court.
Huh?
For failure to appear in court.
When?
I have no clue, ma'am. All I know is he's told to come pick him up, and I need to know exactly where he is.
I don't know exactly where he is. I know normally he gets off work by this time, but he's not here.
Does he have a phone?
Yes.
Where's his phone number, ma'am?
Wait a minute. I don't remember it right hard.
Is it your son?
Yes. He's been here helping me with my dad and my mom. What am I doing?
All right.
So you'll know I'm not lying. And I've been honest with you. I'm not trying to hide him. I'm just,
I know.
I
Ma'am,
don't want to
listen,
give you.
ma'am. Listen to me. Just calm down,
I
okay?
don't know if I can stand all this. I
Ma'am,
lost my dad
ma'am.
February the 1st. Mama,
Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to calm down, okay? I'm gonna need you to calm down.
just don't be ugly to me, okay?
Ma'am, I'm not gonna be ugly to you.
You're ugly to me.
No, ma'am. That's why I'm trying to get you to
I'm under
calm
so
down.
much stress.
I understand, ma'am, but I need you to calm down so you can talk to me, okay? All right. Now, you say he normally gets off work about this time?
Yeah, but a lot of times you don't get home till an hour or two later.
Right, and you don't know where he works. The name of the place where he
Yes,
works.
I do.
What's the name of it?
I'm not even sure if it's the correct name. Mike's Detail.
Mike's Detail? Where's Mike's Detail at?
Winterville.
Where?
Winterville.
How far is that from here?
About a 10, 15-minute ride.
Okay.
Wow.
He's not here. He's at work. I kind of figured that.
Where you work at?
He works at Mike's Detail. I need you to get on your phone while I'm driving and Google Mike's Detail. She says it's like a 10 to 15 minute drive from here.
She gonna call him and tell him?
No, I told her if she call him, tell him I'm gonna charge her with aiding in the bed and then hindering the apprehension of a fugitive. She gave him his phone number and everything. He drives a little black car, but she don't know what kind it is. She said normally he comes home. He normally get off about 6 or 6:30, and he normally come home probably an hour later. But if he's at a detail shop, then that means we can catch him at a detail shop. See if you can find a Mike's Detail in the area. She just lost her father, like February the 1st. And her mama has leukemia that was in the bathroom naked. I wasn't finna go in there. And she all pouring down and boo. You find it?
No, they got one in Covington, but
No, can't be Covington. It's somewhere around here. It's outside of Athens. It's another town, a name for a town she called. And I don't remember what town she said. And then again, it might not even be a legit company. But I think I ain't got my dang gun binoculars either. I was gonna say we pull right there and sit and watch the street.
I'm looking up everything with Mike's in it.
She said it's a four-door car. It's not old and it's not new.
Where you going, boy? He'll get you out.
Even if it
Turn
don't,
right, Lockmore Road.
we get back here.
At the end of the road,
Yeah, we could do
turn
that in the
right,
morning.
Highway 106.
Yeah,
down
but she'll
Hill
tell
Road.
him, that we ain't locked him up, so she'll tell him, and then he won't go.
Then
Know what I
turn
mean?
right.
So he got to come from this way then.
After 1/4 mile, turn right.
Nothing.
Did you
else
find
on
out?
an hour.
Let's see those shortcuts. 8 minutes away. Mama gave us a description of the vehicle. She wasn't very clear on what make and model it was, but she did give us a description of color. Once we left the residence, we headed out to where he was working. And once we got on the way to the work, we noticed there was a vehicle that kind of fit the description at a gas station. So we pulled into the gas station to wait and see if our defendant was going to walk out of the convenience store to get into the car. We sat there for a minute, and once that never happened as far as anybody coming out to that vehicle, so we decided time was ticking. So whatever it is, Projet.
Yeah, mine's a Projet.
It is clean.
Super clean.
It's detailed.
Is that lady going to it?
Is it?
Said ain't no one ain't do. That's the epitome of that.
Our defendant didn't come out, or the person that owned that vehicle never come out of the store. So then we proceeded on to the work. Somewhere right up in here.
Turn left, Athens
Right
Road.
there.
Then you have reached your destination on your
See,
right.
closed, right?
That's
See
it.
no car.
Yeah, ain't no black no for sure. 706. That's the number that's on there. But it ain't no good. They close at 5. They been closed.
Destination on your right.
I think that's the only right there.
I don't want to talk to them. You know, buddy. Barely can get somebody to come to work, wash them damn cars.
That could have been that car then.
That
Mazda. No, the Mazda.
Well, either way it goes, he
Protege.
has to come to Mama's because she say he helps take care of her mama, which would be his grandma.
Mm-hmm.
Pull up some, biggin.
Oh wow. Guess I want to drive it back now.
Once we got to the work, of course, it was already closed. And then we decided to haul ass back to the mother's residence to get staged up, you know, for his return home.
From right there. What if you pull down there? That way he can't look back at us and nothing. Ain't no chance him doing nothing other than going to
Look at this.
There's the protege.
He
There
pulled
he
in.
is. Got him.
Box his ass in right quick like.
Hold on.
Cops pull me over on a moving violation. Guess I better try to call Joe Ray. He'll get you out.
From right there. What if you pull down there? That way he can't look back at us and nothing. Ain't no chance him doing nothing other than going to
Look at this.
There's the protege.
He
There
pulled
he
in.
is. Got him.
Box his ass in right quick like.
Hold on.
Hands. I said hands. Dude, I said hands.
Okay, man, damn, I ain't got no damn guns.
Hey,
You don't reach in
sorry.
your pockets. You
watch
understand
out.
me?
Watch out.
What's going
Let me
on?
see your hands. Don't move.
Okay, what's
Don't
going
move.
on? What the
When I tell
hell?
you to show me hands, you show me hands. You understand? Well, what is your name?
Jeff,
We went ahead and boxed this car in, and you know, based on us boxing them in, we drew our firearms just to make sure everything would be okay. Make sure he didn't have any weapons or anything. But he reached in his pocket. Once he reached in his pocket, James was able to get a good view, and I came around the side and was able to see that I didn't see a firearm, but he looked like he was trying to reach for something, so we didn't know what. Based on that, I drew my taser, take the less lethal option, James go ahead and get control of him, just in case he tried to be uncooperative. We would have went ahead and tased him, but being that he didn't, we were able to get him in custody safely.
Hold on. Bring your legs up. Swing your butt. Go. You got anything on you?
no, what's going on?
Say.
No, what's going on?
Anything in these pockets that's gonna stick and poke me?
No, sir. What's,
What was you reaching for?
I
was you
didn't know
reaching
what
for?
was going on.
You got a firearm inside that car?
No, sir.
What were you reaching for in your waistband?
Nothing.
Then why were you digging?
I wasn't digging. That's
why
what,
did I
because you
drag your
scared
ass
me.
out
You
of the
scared the out of me. What's going on?
How much of that beer you had to drink today?
No,
No?
no,
You ain't drink
no,
anything?
I just got here.
Once Mr. Parcell pulls up in his vehicle, we, take him down out of the vehicle and get him in cuffs and get him up and, of course, let him talk to his mom.
Did they tell you why?
Well, you
failure to
two
appear
appeared.
out of Newton County.
Said you were supposed to appear in court and you didn't go.
I just now got a letter that says the 29th of June.
That's for when we pay the bond off.
That's for what?
When we pay the bond off. You might want to cut his car off.
Cut his what?
His car off?
What, you catch him here?
Yes, ma'am.
Son, do you want me to take your phone or?
I think see if it's in the car. I don't even know where is it.